Hi, everybody, and welcome to this free mini workshop. Oh, I'm so excited just to bring this through. This is a lovely little connection this Easter time from me to you and from the Christed ones as well. For those who perhaps aren't familiar with the Christed ones, they're a beautiful, I sometimes call them the golden ones as well. They're a beautiful collective of energy that arrive upon the ray, the golden ray, the Christed ray. And this energy is something which moves through any of the enlightened or illumined beings, really. It is the very essence of the energy that rises up our spine, that is at the seat of our soul, the seed of our soul. And in every physical lifetime, we are planted with the seed at the very base of our spine. And the ascension and the refinement of that beautiful seed of light, growing our soul and dissolving our ego, vertebra by vertebra, as that rises up and it goes up through into the skull, up through into the brain, into different glands within the brain to drip down into the wonderful pineal gland and awaken and enlighten and activate the Christ within. It's a very physical, very tangible thing. But there is also, of course, the energy of it, the energy which creates worlds. And many beings, many of us, connect so strongly with that Christed light. And the purpose of this mini workshop here today is just to speak a little bit about the Christ light, a little bit about the energy of Easter, the energy of the eclipses that we are in right now, and the potency of it, and to offer you a gateway, to invite you into your own heart, into your own beautiful tomb of resurrection, in order to allow the highest version of you to rebirth after the wonderful death, essentially, that we can go through at Easter time. Today, Monday, is the resurrection day, really. Our Easter is the resurrection day yesterday, but today is that third day. The Friday, Saturday, Sunday completes. We are then here on Monday. Brand new energy. Can you feel it? Did you feel it today? I wonder. Now, I put a post out on my social media earlier today, something which is so fascinating, because when we look at recent history, and I say recent, being 2,000 years ago with Yeshua, and the amazing feat which he accomplished was a very public rite of the sepulchre. Now, we go through these rites and initiations all the time. It just looks very different in modern day. You know, instead of being nailed to a cross and having to go through our death and rebirth experience with eyes upon us, and going through the ascension in that way to then restabilize and return, we go through our own rites and initiations as parts of our ego, parts of our identity. That's a big one. Parts of our identity is allowed to collapse in on itself, is allowed to crumble. It's the Tower card. It's a death card. Let it close down, let it break, let it crumble, so that the foundations which were shaky in the first place can now be relaid stronger than ever before. And so in this mini workshop here, the intention is to invite you to see clearly, to see yourself, to see the love which you are. There are times in our life, usually cosmically inspired, whether we align with that wisdom or whether it's a little bit too far out for us. We are invited with every shift of every planet and every comet that enters the sky and every marriage or conjunction or square or trine. We are invited as the cosmic weather shifts, the inner weather within us realigns. And right now you may have felt it, the rolling boil, the building up of the energy, of the emotion, of the parts of us which no longer serve, are being called now more than ever to dissolve and rebirth. Because the traps and the prisons of our mind and of our soul can no longer continue to pretend that they are whole, so they must and they want to open up and to reach out their arms. And the very act in doing this with your arms opens up the heart, it opens up the chest, it opens up the throat. And it allows that light to beam forth. We are at a time right now where this total solar eclipse, where the day will turn to night, just for a moment, is something that Yeshua experienced. And it was timed to perfection. And no doubt those who were just doing their usual life, doing their jobs, doing whatever, no doubt that they were not aware. They were perhaps uneducated in the skies and the stars, and perhaps were unexpecting of the total solar eclipse that occurred when Yeshua was mounted upon that cross. Yes, it's a metaphorical story, but one that was enacted. And it's occurred that way through many cultures, not just with our recent history of Yeshua, of course, which many of you, I'm sure, already know. It is a story that is repeated through history and through time because it holds key codes to our own awakening, our own embodiment, our own ascension up to the heavens, to recognize the I within self, to recognize that I am within self. And so as the golden ones, the Christed ones would say, who do you wish to be today? Because you are not the body, you are not the limbs, you are not the personality or the mind. You are not the emotions. You're none of these things. And the sooner that they can be left behind, but still included, but released from the attachment, the sooner that you allow yourself to expand into the heaven and heavens abound. So what does that really mean? What does that really mean? Or when someone hurts their arm, or when someone hurts their hand, or when someone hurts a part of the body, they say, my body hurts, my arm hurts. It's yours, but it's not you. Who are you? And this is the story of Christ. Who are you? The path of the Christ within is realizing, not just on a mental level, not just on a semi-conscious awareness level, but recognizing through every cell of the body, every beat of the heart, every breath that you breathe, you know that you are that source energy, fully present, fully alive, in this waking dream, this walking dream, this daydream, lucid, that you get to create. Each day as we go by, just releasing hooks of attachment that we've formulated. And so as this time approaches to this week progresses on towards the total solar eclipse, where the wonderful presence, of the moon is going to meet in alignment with the sun. And Earth, from our perspective, from our material matter-based physical perspective, will look up and see that of our life force of the sun, that energy up in the sky. We'll see it eclipsed, shadowed, as shadow meets light. And what a balance, what a unification, what a portal, a gateway that can occur. And through which, if you meet your shadows as old friends, as things nothing to be afraid of, then your light can only increase. If we look to recent past and we look to Yeshua's story, he was not afraid of anyone, nor did he judge, or so it was said. And for those who work with him on a spiritual level, the emanation and the presence that you can feel when he moves through you is simply unreal. It's overwhelming, it's profound, right? As he bursts through the heart. So if you care to join me just in a short meditation here, just in a short meditation as you've moved through this Easter gateway and receive the blessings of Ostara, the spring blessings of renewal and new seeds that have been planted. Let us connect with the energy of Yeshua as your heart expands and becomes on a cellular level, so that by the time of the eclipse on the 8th, any shadow which needs to arise and release, you've opened your arms and the light of your heart allows those shadows to fully eclipse. And through that portal, through that gateway into matter, your physicality can recreate in bigger union and unity than ever before, because you've arrived in through your soul's sacred heart gate. So as you breathe in and as you breathe out, just place one hand upon your heart, one hand upon your stomach, should you wish to, of course. Always an invitation. And just let your breath go down to your stomach. Breathe into your stomach. Breathe out through your mouth. And allow your body to relax. Allow yourself to breathe. Consciously allow each part of your body to just soften, release. And as you breathe in and as you breathe out, start to feel the light from your solar plexus become golden and big. Feel the light of your heart, white and radiant, expanding like the rose it is. And the two lights underneath the two palms of your hands, as they build and as they grow, with every breath that you bestow. Allow yourself to feel that light illuminate, connect, and expand through and through, rising up to the top of your crown and down through the tips of your toes. Feeling that light move through, gently through you. The gold and the white merging and dancing and weaving and waving. Rippling through every cell, every nerve, every bone, vein, and tendon. Feel that light become so big and so bold that your arms need to raise up and move out to allow that auric field, the space to grow. And if you so choose, allow your chest to be wide open. And allow your head to just gently tilt back with your arms nice and wide. And feel, see, allow the presence of the Christed One. Perhaps this is Yeshua for you, or perhaps it's another one. Perhaps it's Maitreya or a Buddha or Krishna or Osiris, or maybe it is Yeshua. But allow them to come in to your inner sight. Those eyes, brilliant and pure, the beat of their heart, profound, reverberating through every cell of your being. Feel your energy field undulate as that energy rises up through you. And like water which attunes, the cells of your body start to attune to this light of this becoming Christ in front of you, also with their arms out wide. And as you breathe in nice and deep into your heart, and you feel your golden white light expand even more, you feel and see perhaps old shadows, old hooks, old beliefs that no longer serve, starting to drop from you dissolve into your light as your light grows even more. And as Yeshua looks deep into your eyes, you feel his heart connect with yours, almost magnifying and enhancing the connection to the one true heart. And you feel that light and that energy move up through your crown, up through your spine, and shooting all the way down, down to the feet, connecting with the earth and shooting all the way back up. Breathing nice and deep, and the energy as it rises up your spine, you feel it like a domino effect. Move into place, each vertebra, as though each vertebra in your spine is becoming a golden white light, getting stronger and stronger as the 33 stairs it climbs, going all the way from the coccyx to the sacrum, to the lumbar, thoracic, up to the cervical, up through your whole skeletal system, until the energy rises up, rises up, rises up to the atlas point of your spine. It connects with your skull, and it swirls and spirals within. And from behind your eyes, the golden white light starts to shine up and shine forth, as you feel the emanation of peace befall. Just peace and serenity and calmness and love, joy and bliss and ecstasy within you, moving through you, but grounded and calm. It's moving through you as though it's a part of you, as though all is divine. And as you allow your body just to move with this energy, just to receive it and feel it and know that all is well, you take a deep breath as Yeshua places his hands, one upon your shoulder and one upon your heart. And he bends his brow to connect with yours. And with you, you share a breath. So as you breathe in and as you breathe out, you feel every cell of your body align and attune to the light of the Christ in front of you. No, the light of the Christ within. For this Easter time, with those star of blessings and cosmic and divine alignment, you catch a glimpse, a sensation of what it feels to be fully present, to be so present that there is nothing which exists outside the sacred moment of the now. No past, no future, no alternate dimension. It's all right here, right now. And this must be, as Source sees things, this omniscient, omnipresent, benevolent force, gentle, yet vast, inexplicable and ineffable, moving through you like ripples, as though you can even feel the distance between each individual cell within you, as though you can even see the molecules of the air around you, feeling your presence within everything, everyone, every place, every space. The ultimate presence, where you are no body and you know no thing. All is well, all is love. There is only love, and that I am within. And as you take a nice deep breath in and a nice deep breath out, you know that you've just stepped into a different version of you, a more fully embodied, fully become. And Yeshua in front of you takes a breath in at the same time as you and offers a low and reverberating Om. And with him 3 times, you say the word. Breathe in, breathe out. And after the next breath in, you Om. And 2 more times. Breathing in. Ah. In that sacred moment and in that sacred breath, the breath of life, you know that all is well. Happy Easter to all. Have a wonderful eclipse. The things which no longer serve have released from this mix. And now it is just you, yourself, the great I am, connected with that Christ light, benevolent and profound. Allow yourself the love which you are to continue to move through, and remember the peace, the vastness, the inexplicableness of the love which you've observed. This is the resurrection. This is the renewal. This is the rebirth. This is the sacred you. So much love. Goodbye for now, and see some of you on the 9th. In the next online workshop, we have the magic of the crystalline self, where we go into the carbon and crystalline bodies. You can find that link in the description box on my website, or in the description below. Have a beautiful week rolling up to this eclipse. You are loved more than you can possibly know.